That's right. All right, we got another one. Street Recon 3. We got Wilshire, Pico, and the beach. It's getting going. So, these first couple frames, they were from beach day. We've had some warm weather over here, so the water's probably good 70 degrees. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Been going swimming a couple times a week. So I got my little underwater camera and just out in the water, waiting for some waves to come in and snapping a photo as it rushes in towards me. Nothing crazy, but all just some practice. And now I'm out of the water. Took a stroll down the beach, and I was photographing this feather that someone placed there for me. Got this silhouette in the background. It's that same guy. Got a nice little hand motion in the air. And this is where the other photo walk starts. Just experimenting with a fence. Some little towels. This old, just really dirty car up in there. The Waymo with the trees, and there's a lot of drama surrounding these Waymos, and I'll explain why here in a second. And this is right next door, just kind of the rough looking fence with the trees in the back. And you got the old rough sign there. Got all these, I don't even know what these are, but trimmings off a plant and thrown into the garbage. And yeah, this is the drama right here. Illegal Waymo sleep robber. So basically, all the residents that are next to this, there's one right here and there's one right across the street too. All the residents that are close here are complaining about how loud these are, and they are very, very loud. And just in the time I was taking this photo, 3 Waymos came cruising down the alleyway. This is in the alleyway. And yeah, they're super loud. Can you imagine this person's bedroom's right there having to listen to that? And I was only in that alleyway for maybe 30 seconds and 3 of them cruised down. So yeah, it's nonstop all day, every day. And a little shot of the trees with the Santa Monica Mountains in the back. Old school Benz, and this is a mechanic shop. Experimenting with the silhouette and crosswalk with this guy's blonde hair blowing in the wind. I was waiting to get this guy in stride, and as I was taking this photo, this dog was behind me, jumped up on the fence, scared the shit out of me, started barking at me. So I took the opportunity to take a photo. Then the owner came out and was not looking very pleased with me, but dogs shouldn't be barking at me like that, you know what I'm saying? Got a picture of this lady kind of bent over, looks weird. Another fence with the skate park. This is the Cove skate park. More of that Cove skate park. And now I'm getting close to the freeway, and whenever I get close to the freeway, all I see is free Gaza chalk all over the place. I don't know what the draw with the freeway is. I don't know. All these kids are doing it by the freeway. I don't really get it, but that's where you'll find the free Gaza chalk at. And there is the 10 freeway. Guy walking over, you can see the 10 in the background. Just experimenting with 2 frames and a frame here. Little sneaky shot. I was actually trying to get this guy's head in the middle, but I failed, but still not bad. I walked in the cemetery over here on 14th and Pico. It's reminding me of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Experimenting with some more crosswalk frames there, some signage. This old car. And back in the alleyways again, and yeah, I was trying to experiment with these alleyways. We got alleyways all over the place around here. This area of Pico, the alleyways are actually cool because elevated up on a hill a little bit. So depending on which way you're looking, you can have a nice view of the mountains, or even you can see as far as downtown LA. Look at this lovely canopy of trees. It's the whole street. Nice little blanket keeping everybody cool on that street. Another alleyway with a whole bunch of trash cans, a little couch or old seat. Just some Volvo mechanic. I took a photo of the Volvo. There's a park over there by Cloverfield. This guy was playing a little guitar over there under the tree. And now I'm walking back in the neighborhood by that park. Old classic car. And this area in Pico is really cool. Probably not cool for the residents that lived there at one point, but they blew out that whole neighborhood, put in the 10 freeway, and all the trees and stuff are pretty much gone. Yeah, you can have You can see a nice little view. You got the mountains. You got Century City there. That is Koreatown, Hollywood area. Yeah, you can see it all from there. Kind of nice. 10 freeway. Yeah, just taking more photos of the 10. Now I'm on the other side of the freeway and I walked up this hill. Decent vantage point. I'm on the top of the hill here. You can see I'm looking down. Real industrial area where I'm at now. And more tree, more telephone poles and wires. Some abstract, I don't know what these are called, but some kind of plant. They look like little mini ropes. I'm over here by this concrete refinery. And every time I walk by there, all these concrete trucks are just driving back and forth, hauling their concrete from one spot to another. And next to this is the concrete refinery, and right next to you got some train tracks, and I got a little silhouette over there. And crossing the tracks, same guy, silhouette. And another simple frame with the palm trees in the mountains. And yeah, I really like this house. It reminds me of like a 1960s church that would be out in the countryside in Midwest somewhere, you know? And then, yeah, I got this house. I don't know what style this is. A real nice looking house, probably built in the 30s, and they are replacing it with this modern house. So it's kind of a shame. I think that house is way nicer to photograph, got a little more character. I'm sure this house is a lot better on the utility bills and more modern and all that, probably way better to live in, but the other one just looks nicer. Okay, got a nice little shadow with that bush and that old beat up van. Decent little cityscape there. And now I'm over here by the hospital next to Wilshire. Got that little guy, angled tilt. I mean, that's about the only street shot that I got with some people in it. Not a lot of people out. And a vacant lot that used to be the Rite Aid that is now closed. All right, that is all I got. That is Street Recon number 3.